What up, everybody? You're watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you haven't yet, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We go live every single game day. We do these watch parties. They're a lot of fun. We get to hang out with the audience. We interact. We entertain. We also put out free content every day. And we love to do mailbags where we just answer questions from subscribers. So if we didn't get to your question today, change it. Subscribe to the channel. You could be on the next mailbag. Nicole O'Brien coming in with the first question. Thank you for the super chat. Says, can we sign Jashaun Corbin and Justin Pugh, please? I'm not against the idea of bringing Jashaun Corbin back to the New York Football Giants. I believe that he should have made this roster. I thought he earned it. I thought he looked really good in the preseason. Obviously, the Carolina Panthers thought he looked good as well, considering they signed him to their practice squad. Look, if Saquon Barkley is going to be out for an extended period of time, which at this moment of filming this, we do not know. Rappaport said there is a chance he could play. Let's say he misses 2 more weeks with that high ankle sprain. Yeah, I'd go sign Jashaun Corbin. I don't think Eric Gray's ready to play in the NFL because I don't trust him as a pass blocker. Matt Breida is what he is, had a good run. And I think Gary Brightwell is solid, but honestly, I think Jashaun Corbin is the best back of those 3. When it comes to Justin Pugh, I would not be against signing Justin Pugh. As we all know, he did work out for Big Blue last week in Arizona. Nothing has materialized since then, but I do think there is an opportunity for the Giants to go out and potentially sign him. So maybe they told him, we'll get back to you in a week or so. Maybe they end up signing him this week. If they don't, not the end of the world, but I would not mind the Giants signing Justin Pugh. You need another veteran, and he's proved that he could do it in this league, at least at an above-average rate. And right now, that'd be much better than what the Giants got if injuries continue with Andrew Thomas and Ben Bredesen. Lumbigus, appreciate the super chat, brother. We need to blitz less, in my opinion. Defense too complex with too many new faces. Also, stop dropping Kadarius Toney, Kayvon Thibodeau into coverage. Let Kayvon put his hand into the dirt. I'll start with the latter. Yeah, I don't need to see Kayvon Thibodeau drop into coverage anymore. I wonder if the Giants are asking him to do too many things and it's taking away from the thing that he does best, which is just get after it on passing down situations. I agree, but I also disagree a little bit with what you're saying at the top here, Lumbigus. We need to blitz less. Yes, I would like the Giants to blitz less, but they have shown so far through the first 3 games of the season, they haven't been able to generate pressure with just blitz bringing 4. So you have to bring pressure in this league, so they're going to blitz, and they're overcompensating. But the blitzes against San Francisco worked on first and second down. The 49ers were faced with a bunch of second downs, and a bunch of third downs, and in particularly a bunch of third and long situations. Thing is, maybe you don't need to blitz on third and long when you know the team's going to run a screen pass. Look, you live and die by the blitz. And right now, the Giants helping them get into third and longs, but they're also getting cooked by the blitz on third down. There's a happy median somewhere in there, Lumbigus. Hopefully, Wink Martindale can end up finding that this week on Monday night against the Seahawks. Speaking of that game, I want to hear from you. Who do you got in the Monday night showdown at MetLife Stadium? Is it the Giants? Is it the Seahawks? Type NYG if you're rolling with Big Blue, or SCA if you're rolling with the Sea Chickens. Also, remember to hit that thumbs up icon. If you want the Giants to beat the Seahawks, I need you to hit that thumbs up icon. The more likes we get, the more likely it is the Giants are going to win the football game. So hit that thumbs up icon right now. Ralphie coming in says, we need an actual good wide receiver for Danny Dimes, Mike Evans. I would love to add Mike Evans to this team. I don't think it's going to cost all that much. You're going to have to pay him and then extend him a contract. So it'll cost a lot of money considering the cap space, but draft capital, I think could get done for a 3rd or 4th round pick. Thing is, it doesn't matter if you have Mike Evans, Jerry Rice, or who was Plaxico Burress, Odell Beckham, Victor Cruz, Mario Manningham, Akeem Nicks, Steve Smith, Ramses Barden. Doesn't matter who you got out there. If you can't block, doesn't matter who you're throwing to. So for that reason, Ralphie, I'm not really interested in trading for anyone unless they can put their hand in the dirt and protect number 8. Because if number 8 continues to be under pressure 50% of his snaps like he has been in the first 3 weeks, he's not going to be effective. He needs a clean pocket to win. That's one thing I know for a fact I have learned from watching Daniel Jones in the first 5 years of his career. He needs a clean pocket to win. If he doesn't have that, doesn't matter who he's throwing to, in my opinion. Justin Noodles, what up, man? Marshall, are the Giants still making the playoffs? If so, what seed would we be and what record would we have? There's absolutely a chance for the Giants to still make the playoffs. Winning the NFC East? Probably not. They're going to have to be a wild card team at this point. I think 9-8 get you a chance to be a wild card team. Can they get there? They got to go on a run here. After week 5, the season gets a little bit easier. You get to play Washington twice, and you get to play the Raiders and the Packers and the Saints and the Patriots. There's a couple of other easier games in there as well that are definitely winnable. They're definitely winnable. The middle of the schedule is probably the easiest part. Let's have to start stacking some dubs here if they want to do it. I believe in this team. But it all starts week 4. It all starts week 4, Monday Night Football against the Seahawks. That's a must-win game. You fall to 1-3. Since 2020, only 9% of teams that have made the playoffs have started 1-3. You don't want to be playing those percentages. We'll get to more questions coming up in a second, but I got to tell you guys about our proud sponsor, AG1. Go to drinkag1.com/chatsports and get hooked up with them. That link is in the comments and description of today's show, which is sponsored by AG1, which I have literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at drinkag1.com/chatsports. I gave AG1 a try because I wanted better gut health and wanted a supplement that actually tastes great. I take AG1 in the morning, and it makes me feel ready to take on my day. AG1 empowers the gut for whole body health, which is something that I need. I start the day with making one great choice, AG1, and more healthy decisions then follow. Covering my nutritional basis for the day literally couldn't be easier, which is why I trust AG1. I just mix one small scoop with water and drink it first thing each morning. I also love that it costs less than $3 a day. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then AG1 is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/chatsports. That link will be clickable down in the comments and description of today's show. AG1 is awesome. Really helps me out a lot. A lot of the tough nights, long days here at Chat Sports, and I'm able to feel energized, healthy, and ready to go the next morning because of AG1. Get hooked up with them. You will not regret it. Noah K says, I know we got to focus on this season, but do you think we have a bright future? I still do believe in this regime. I still do believe in Joe Schoen, and I believe in Brian Daboll. I really do. I think they just get it. A lot of their ideas and philosophies align with mine. I will say if they don't go all in on the offensive line this offseason, no, I'm going to be a little bit concerned. They're going to let Leonard Williams go, in my opinion. They're going to let Adoree Jackson go, in my opinion. They may even let Xavier McKinney go. And if they do that, you're going to have like $60 million. You need to go out and sign a really good right guard. You probably need to go out and sign a good left guard. And if Evan Neal doesn't make any progress this year, you got to move him to right guard, and then you go out and sign a right tackle. Or you draft one in the first round when you may be picking in the top 15. I still trust them. Does it hurt that Kayvon Thibodeau hasn't been great? Yeah. That Evan Neal hasn't been great? Yeah. That really the entire 2022 draft class has been underwhelming? Yeah, it has been. But I still do believe in them. I think they know what they're doing, and I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, at least for a little bit longer. It's Jello says, so I've been thinking that one of the main reasons we were good last year was the explosiveness of Julian Love. How much do you miss him on a scale of 1 to 10? And if you were the GM, would you get him? How much do I miss him? 1 to 10, a 3. He has not been good for the Seattle Seahawks. He didn't get paid all that much, so maybe for the price point, it would have been a good idea to keep him. But at the end of the day, he isn't a star, and he hasn't looked good for Seattle. And I was actually talking with our Seattle Seahawks host, Tyler Jones, and I asked him, how's my man Julian Love been? He said, not all that good. He can't wait to get Jamal Adams back to move him to nickel. He said he's not a safety. So, look, he's a good player. I thought he was a good locker room guy. I thought he embodied what it meant to be a New York Giant. But I don't think that he is going to change much. And if he was on this team, I don't think it changes much. Good player, good guy. Life goes on. Life goes on. Brian Brown, which trade? Higgins, Budda, or La'el Collins? Well, you could sign La'el Collins. He was released by the Cincinnati Bengals, so you don't got to trade for him. When it comes to Higgins and Budda Baker, I think it would be cheaper to trade for Budda Baker. But if I had to choose between Budda or Higgins, I'm choosing T. Higgins because that would solve the need of the Giants' wide receiver 1 position. But at the end of the day, we talked about it earlier. If you You can't block. You can't make explosive plays. If you don't make explosive plays, you don't win ball games. Starts up front. Number 8 needs a really clean pocket. Haven't had many of those so far this year. Noodles. If we had the Eagles O-line, how much of a difference would you think that would make? A big one. A big one. I think the Giants could win the NFC East potentially if they had the best offensive line in the NFL. Saquon Barkley, Daniel Jones throwing from a clean pocket. We've seen what he's been able to do when he has that. But what if I was 6'10"? I might be in the NBA or playing overseas somewhere. What if? How about you just go fix it? That's simple. All righty. If we missed your question, I apologize. You can always DM it to me over on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_. Just send me a DM over there. I'm down to talk Giants football all day, every day. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Much love.